Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We'll be talking all things random and trends. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stay, you subscribe, and become part of this incredible family. And to all my returning subscribers, welcome back and thank you once again for subscribing. So what's trending this morning is the breakup between Owami Hlongwane and her ex-husband of 9 years. A detailed video regarding this breakup will be played in just a sec because I don't want to misinterpret some of the things that Owami said. So I'm just going to play a video. Please do stay tuned and watch until the end. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
You guys, I just, how are you guys doing? How are you guys? Like, this feels so real, you guys. Like, I've never taken a break this long on YouTube, and wow. I know, like, some of you guys were just like, oh, Wami, when are you coming back? Girl, even Nujus were in my DMs. I know I hate you, but come back to YouTube. No, I'm kidding. But my ninjas, welcome to 2021, Shibobomke. And yeah, it's definitely going to be a year of great things, prosperous and all that. We're gonna be rich, we're gonna be happy. It's going to be a good time, you guys. So you guys have seen the title of this video, obviously, and so I basically just want to talk to you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this disclaimer. There are a lot of people that think that I overshare, like I talk about almost everything, and to be honest with you guys, you have got no idea. Like, you guys don't even know much about me. I don't share much. I used to, but you know, obviously, I don't know. Like, I guess whenever you're getting older and life happens, you kind of like prefer certain things to be private, I guess. But if I'm telling you guys something, trust me, it's because I've sat down, I've thought of it, and I've made a decision myself, and it's something that I'm comfortable sharing. I'll never share something that I don't feel comfortable sharing, and I'll never share something when I'm not ready to share. So my ninjas, yeah, I'm so sorry to some of those, because I know, like, you know, like Jamie and Nikki, they were a YouTube couple. When they broke up, my heart was so painful. It was like I knew them, and I know that there are some people that really loved Bigger and I together, and some of you guys actually looked up to us, like, you know. And it's quite sad. I mean, come on, I was with him for like what, 9 years, so it was not an easy decision for sure, by far. And honestly, I feel like seeing you guys' comments that I cannot handle, so I'm gonna go ahead and just switch off or disable the comments. I'm so sorry for that. You guys today will just have to watch this video without reading the comments, unfortunately. I just feel like, you know, it's not a video that I want to hear people's thoughts, inputs, and stuff, you know, those kind of stuff. So basically, you guys, I'm gonna share as much as I can, without necessarily making someone look bad. Now, my plan was, you guys, that Bigger and I were both supposed to come, you know, on camera and basically tell you guys together that we're getting a divorce, but things did not work the way that I guess like we're both planned. As you guys can see, I'm in a different background location, so I've relocated back to Gauteng, and Bigger is in Free State, so there's no way that we could basically film this video together. So you guys know, obviously, that, you know, actually some of you may not know, but Bigger, you guys, I loved that man with my soul. Okay, like, I do not even want to lie. Like, I just told myself, like, this is my everything, this is the man that I'm gonna be with forever, and I'd never seen me and Bigger breaking up ever. However, you guys do remember that I did tell you guys that during lockdown we did go through a separation, that we were, you know, going through some stuff, and the stuff that we were going through was that Mugai cheated on me. Okay, honestly, you guys, like, I tried the whole Bekezeling nonsense after a man cheats, and I failed miserably. Okay, like, I don't even know. There are certain parts that makes it so sad for me, and then there are certain parts that just I'm shocked, you guys. Legit, I feel like my world has been open to this whole new world that I'm just like, maybe just because, you know, I mean, I was with this guy since I was like, what, 21, so I didn't know, and he had never cheated on me before. So there was just a lot of stuff that were quite shocking that I actually had to deal with, and some of them maybe I will go ahead and share with you guys. But yeah, Big Guy did cheat on me. I did find out during the lockdown, so he cheated on me, or I found out that he was cheating on me in April last year. So it has been a long time, you guys. Last year was a miserable year for me. 2020, like, I am so happy that he is gone, because it was so difficult for me, like when you find out that someone you love is cheating on you, and especially when you guys have been together for such a long time. I mean, I don't even need to talk for him. You guys know there are video clips of our previous vlogs, which I have taken down from the vlogging channel, but the vlogs that I have on my channel, I don't think I'll delete anytime soon. But anyway, it is what it is. But it was honestly, you guys, like, I was not just shocked, like, it was just it I've never felt that much pain. The last time I felt that much pain, I'd say it was when my mother passed. Like, legit, it was that deep and that bad. So when I found out that Bigger was cheating on me, you guys, obviously that was when I did kick him out of the house. And unfortunately, I feel from his side was that he lacked the strength to tell people the truth, to tell them that I cheated and she kicked me out. He basically went out there and told people that I cheated on him. So you all know that my in-laws don't even like me. So they ran with that, and they told people that. So people in Free State look at me basically as how. No, I can laugh now because, guys, I have dealt with it. Now, I'm not saying that I still don't have days where I feel down or miss him. I still do, because I loved this man with everything in me. But I'm at a much better place now. Legit, I'm not even going to lie, you guys. And like, that's the thing that I am just like, girl, you guys did not even catch up until I did remove my rings. You guys know I removed my rings a long time ago. So what I basically did was that, you guys know, I would always have like my ring, my big ring, and then I would always have my smaller ring, which was for my birthday from 2019, which Bigger had gotten me. And so I actually started by switching. I removed the big ring and then I took the smaller one, because I felt like that was so big that if I just removed it, it was gonna be too visible. And then I wore the small one a bit, and then after that I removed it, and then like I was just like, F it. You guys were asking me questions and I just ignore. But yeah, it was because of we were going through a divorce. Our divorce is not finalized yet, but it will be finalized in Feb. Gosh, I just want it to be final, you guys. So I just want it to be final. Honestly, like, I just want it to be final. So I feel like, maybe just to give a little bit of insight, and maybe I'll give also advice to my sisters out there. The first thing that I'll tell you guys, and this is what I'm basically telling you guys that I was actually shocked about, is the fact that it is as if it's no longer a requirement for black men to be faithful to black women. And that pisses the crap out of me. I was so shocked at the types of advices that I was getting. And when you're going through a heartbreak, you basically, I feel like sometimes you go to a point where you talk too much. Last year, I've never felt as weak as I did last year. And as much as I feel like, looking back at it now and the amount of pain that I was in, and how I handled everything, and how I still kept my channel going, even though I would cry before filming and cry after filming, and you wouldn't even see it. I'd be laughing and whatnot. Like, I'm super proud of myself, you guys. Last year, I feel like my whole world crumbled and crushed. And I feel like, the most important thing, obviously, now in my life is a source of income, shibubu. And the fact that I did manage to keep my channel alive, like, I'm super proud of myself. You guys also know that I was going through health problems with my fibroids and everything, which, due to the stress, also elevated, I guess, like, increased the growth of the fibroids super fast. So it's just crazy, you guys, everything that actually happened last year. So when I found out that Big Guy was cheating on me, obviously, as a wife, you're gonna fight. If you don't fight when you see your husband is cheating, then it's not the first or second or third time, I'm sure. And again, I guess, like, I'm just not here for that anymore. You're not really fully emotionally invested. Now, you should just imagine, for someone like me that was completely fully invested in that marriage, and finding out that my husband is cheating on me, and finding out that my husband is cheating on me with someone that fries meat by the side of the road. That honestly, you guys, was just crazy. Now I know that there's some people that do not know my story that will be like, what's wrong with frying meat by the side of the road? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I have told you guys that I once also cooked pap by the side of the road. So it was kind of like, okay, I struggled and worked really hard to leave that place and be here now. So you is going back and now cheating with the same person that does what I used to do? Like, what is it? So I basically also tried, you guys, to understand what is happening, and I'd say that I actually got some shocking information. So basically, Big Guy asked me to quit YouTube, and it's not for the reason that most people perhaps would think, like, maybe he was just not comfortable with the kind of content that I was posting, or because I mean, I talk about celebrities, and there are some people that have always asked, like, how does your husband feel about you talking about people and stuff like that. I mean, we are in Africa after all. Americans don't even give a rat's very bad. Like, it's a job, it's blogging, you understand. At first, when he asked me to quit YouTube, I thought that it was because maybe he was just not comfortable with the kind of content. So I was shocked, because I was like, that has never been a problem before. But then I found, basically he told me that he was no longer comfortable with the fact that I was making more money than him. And that one was quite difficult, because it means that if I had chosen to say I'm gonna quit YouTube, it means I was supposed to understand and make a decision to say that no matter what job I get or whatever opportunity I may get in life, I always have to make sure that it would pay me less money than him. Now, I personally do believe, Big Guy is not a bad person whatsoever. I've actually never met someone as good-hearted as Big Guy, even now. I mean, it was obviously hurtful, you guys, but at the same time, it made sense for me why he went and, I guess was attracted to the girl that was frying meat by the side of the road, because at one point that was me. And I guess maybe that gave him power, or he felt more manly, because I was making less money than him. But for me, unfortunately, it was like there was not really much that I could do in terms of like, okay, maybe can we find a middle? Can we find like a middle ground? Because he had already cheated on me. So I feel like had he not decided to go out there and cheat on me, would have sat down, perhaps maybe see how we can work it through and all that. And mind you guys, for this channel, for you guys to see me as I am, basically Big Guy gave me the full foundation. I know I've spoken about my story so many times, where I told you guys that we didn't even have money for data. So those 12 friends that were bought, it's Big Guy that used to buy me. I remember we even had to leave, like move out from Rodiport and actually move to Soweto so that he could buy me a phone, because we didn't afford it. So that we can buy a phone, it was a J4, Samsung J4, which is the same phone that I started my channel with, and I used until I made my first payment, which was over 23,000 rand. And that money is the one that basically gave me a start. And for the data for that month, I remember he even had to work for a week just to get paid 200 bucks so that he could do it for me. So he built this channel, and for me, I always looked at whatever money I made on this channel as our money, obviously. But I guess he didn't feel that way, even though I was so submissive to a point where I had decided that he used to be the one that stays with all the bank cards. So I used to give him my bank card, he used to have his, and I would have one of his, which whenever I need funds, I'd ask him and then transfer. So I know that you guys would always ask, how do you guys save money? You seem to be so good. And I'd always tell you that with that video, would have to sit down with Big Guy, because Big Guy was the one that was handling our finances. And so I guess that, since I started making a little bit more money, he was not comfortable with that anymore. Big Guy and I's backgrounds are very, very different. His family is very different. They have a very different relationship with money, and my family is very different. We also have a very different relationship with money. So I guess that it was like two people that are coming from two completely different worlds and being together, right? And now that we're at a point where we were not financially struggling anymore, I guess that, those things started coming where, he prefers a woman that stays at home, a woman that cooks, a woman that cleans, a woman that washes, irons, and basically just lives to take care of her husband and waits on her husband for everything. Whereas I was raised to, be a woman who is financially independent. And I have no problem with hiring someone that will clean, wash clothes, iron and stuff. But then you guys know I've always said is that I always cook because I am a good cook and I actually quite enjoy that. So we were kind of like, I guess, clashing when it came to that. And the other thing again is that I guess he just held all this resentment because he never really voiced it out, you guys, until the cheating came out. And at that moment, I was also just not at a point where I could forgive, I guess. I mean, I tried it because whenever, like, I basically told them home that, this is what happened and it's over, like, I'm leaving. The advice that I got was sit your behind down. Honestly, you guys, it's so sad. I feel like now I fully understand the pressure that women go through and why some women end up dying in marriages. It's not something that I can advise anybody, and it's something that I can go ahead and just tell you now that I know many of you guys are dealing with what I had to deal with, being at a position where you do not know what to do because the whole family is basically pulling you into, no, you need to stay, you need to begazela, this is how marriages. There's this word they say, legit, if I hear someone say this, I will kill somebody with my bare hands. Like, this is how a family is getting strong. So my family is supposed to get strong by this man cheating on me. Oh hell no. A lot happened, you guys. Honestly, a lot happened. I had to I had to work on myself because I was basically, you guys, like, becoming a very angry person again. Big guy would just be sitting watching the TV, eating popcorns and laughing, and guys, I would feel like just strangling him. No, I don't even want to lie. Like, I was in so much pain and so much hurt and so much anger, and it was so different because for me, people think that I'm someone that is just very straightforward with other people. But unfortunately, or I should say fortunately for me as well, is that I'm very straightforward with myself as well. So when I realized that big guy cheated, or when I found out that he was cheating on me, number one, the first thing I knew was that it was not a mistake. It was a decision that he took, that he was going to cheat on me. And so that made things a lot difficult. I feel like if I was one of those people that just decides to bury their heads in the sand and be like, it was just a mistake. But honestly, for me, it was like, this is not a mistake. Nobody cheats by mistake. Everybody makes a decision to say that I'm going to do this, and they decide on it and they do it. And unfortunately, I was also given advice, pray, girl, even the Bible says it that it's either he dead or he cheats, and that's how you can even, like, the marriage can be over. So I'm going to God to say, God, come and protect this marriage, that this man don't cheat. I didn't see the point, you guys. And besides, I truly do agree. I saw this other lady that was basically saying that, God will never answer the prayer of you praying for your cheating husband. Because number one, when your husband cheats, he's making a decision, and God gave us free will. So God is not going to change his rules simply because you want your husband to be faithful. So it's all up to him. He chooses to be faithful or he chooses to cheat. And if he chooses to cheat, unfortunately, you cannot pray that away. When you stay, I guess it's just a decision where you need to make and basically say that, you know what, I'm going to stay with him even though he's going to be cheating. The other thing, again, that I did not like was the fact that I do know, like, the older women that, stayed with their husbands and the husbands cheated, and you'd hear them talk about, like, I regret why I stayed, I should have just left the first time that he cheated on me. Now I'm old, I have kids, what am I gonna do, blah blah blah. But then they see someone young who the husband just cheated on them for the first time, and they don't give them advice like, listen, maybe you should actually take a leave, hey, because if I could have a do-over, I was going to actually leave. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you're told, no, don't let the other woman destroy your marriage. The other woman did absolutely nothing, because it's my own husband that went out there to that woman. So I don't have anything against her, except for the fact that obviously she lacks home training. because she's comfortable, like, going out there and being with someone's husband or a married man. But at the end of the day, like, what am I gonna do? Blame her for not having good home training? No. But I was not about to be one of those women that will go, hey, my husband, no. He chose to live here and go there. So do you understand those kind of stuff? And the other thing again that I'd say that it quite annoyed me was the fact that it was almost as if, like, everyone was shocked that most people that I spoke of, like, that they were shocked that I even was considering leaving big guy because he cheated on me. It was like, I'm like, but that should be the norm, guys, it's so much that happened. I could talk backwards. Last day was miserable for me, I don't even want to lie. So basically that's the main reason why I am getting a divorce. He cheated, and I remember there are many videos that we did talk to say that if one cheats, it's gonna be over. So it is what it is. Now, the other things that I also obviously had to say is that, yes, my surname is going to be changing from Hlongwane back to my surname, which is Nechwajauru. It's Venda. I'll write it right here. Finally, those pronounce this the right way. Pronounce my surname first, okay? But yeah, so I'm gonna be going back to my surname, which is Nechwajauru. I'm gonna be changing my Instagram from Owami Hlongwane to boldly Owami, and I think that will also apply for my Facebook and Twitter. So I'm gonna just basically change everything, you guys, and I'm sure there'll be a video where I'll just be giving you guys links and everything. So I'm gonna clear and clean up a lot of stuff. It's crazy, when you get married, you change your surname, you do everything, and now he gets to keep the surname because the surname is his, and I have to go out there and restart from scratch. Because when you say Owami Hlongwane, anybody know that person, but when you say Owami Hlongwane, oh, I know her. So it's quite sad, you guys, that as women we have to deal with so much more. And I don't even want to lie, you guys, I cried so much. I cried buckets, okay? And I just told myself that my tears are gonna stay in Free State, honey. In Gauteng, where I'm at, right. I have not felt this much peace in a very long time. I was in a miserable situation, and honestly, I couldn't. So my last words or my advice to people that are dealing with cheating husbands or wives, cheating spouse, is, if it does not change who you are, then I guess you're handling it well. You can go ahead and stay shibubu. But if it is now affecting you to a point where you're now changing who you are no longer the person that you were, maybe you're becoming a more horrible version of yourself, I don't believe that there's any man that deserves it, especially looking at the fact that that person makes a decision that they're going to go out there and cheat on you. So, when it comes to bekezeling and fighting for your family, it's good. I fought for that marriage. I mean, think about it, being in a relationship and a marriage with someone whose family does not even want to see you. So it's not like it was not painful. It was, but at the same time, I felt this is part of bekezeling because I'm with my husband, we're together like this. But when he starts cheating, honey, I'm left alone here. He's all the way out there in them streets. Okay, so you just need to be very careful with that, because there are many women that have died, you guys. Whenever you go through pain, people think that, well, emotional scars are very dangerous because, it's not a wound that you can actually see and you can, blow and it can heal. There are women that have lost their minds, like in terms of like legit going crazy. There are women that have killed themselves. There are women that have died of heart attack. There are others that have suffered depression and killed themselves. There are others that have, gotten diabetes. There are so many illnesses that can be associated with stress. So each time somebody breaks your heart and hurts you, don't think that pain is not going somewhere. It is going somewhere, and it is going to affect your health. And when somebody's cheating on you, they don't feel that pain. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're busy enjoying themselves, they're enjoying their lives, and you are the one that's basically receiving all the pain. And I failed, you guys. So if this makes me a weak woman because I couldn't bekezela my cheating husband, then my name is Owami Hlongwane and I am a weak woman, Shibubu. Okay, I will accept that, no doubt. So yeah, I feel like, I was talking to someone and they were like, "Oh, me, the way you are, did you find someone already? Like, how can you be?" I don't have anyone because I feel like maybe there's some people that will think that, like, why are you so calm? Guys, I had almost a year to deal with this. Remember, he cheated on me back in April, and a lot of things happened. I just don't want to talk about him. Telling you guys the truth, you'd think I'm bashing him, and you'd never look at him the same way ever again, because trust me, the big guy that you guys know and the one I married is long gone, okay? The one that is now, I don't know who the hell that is. That I could see that man walking down the street, I wouldn't even know who he is. No, I'm being honest with you. People change. But you know, he was a good husband to me for years. And so, out of respect for that, that's why I decided that I was not going to tell you guys about everything, and I was only going to tell you guys about the cheating, because that was the main reason why I left anyway. So yeah, guys, him low, soon to be single. I mean, I'm already single. The rings are off. The only thing that's left is to just sign the divorce papers, and I'm done. So, you know, that's it, you guys. And as I said again, I am really sorry that, you know, I feel like I'm starting the year for you guys horribly. I'm sorry. So I'll give you guys today, Saturday and Sunday. And then on Monday, I'll be back full force. We'll be talking about Zalevs. We'll finally be spilling tea on other people's change. I feel like I spelled enough when it comes to mine, you know. So yeah, guys, basically that is it. I feel like this video is gonna be long. It was supposed to be a very short video, but hey, life happens, and then I was just paperizing and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna be changing particulars like on my Instagram and all that. I don't think there's any other thing except to say welcome to 2021, Shibobo. And yeah, I mean, oh, I also just wanted to say that, you know, I still do believe in love, and I still do believe that there are faithful spouses out there. I still do believe in healthy marriages because I was in one for years. So, you know, I know that there's some people that are like, if here, then, you know, no. There's still hope, honey. There's still hope. I mean, you gotta go through some frogs, but sometimes. But you know, at the end, you will find someone. And I am not even going to lie. If I marry again and he cheats, we will see. I don't think I'm staying. If I will have 10 husbands, then let it be. But my portion in life is not to come here and suffer. Okay, like, no, I'm sorry. I don't know what will happen for me to stay. If I failed to stay with big guy, and I loved big guy with my soul. I don't think there's anyone I can stay with after they've cheated. I don't know. Maybe I'll just be like, I won't be in love with them. But I don't know. I don't think so. Like, when I look at a cheater, you guys, like, ugh, I get so annoyed. It's a reaction. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But anyway, my ninjas, honestly, I don't even want to lie to you guys. I mean, as I said, that days where I fell down, but they're very less now. Ever since I moved, especially when I was still in Free State, I think that, you know, it was painful because everything around was just reminding me of him. I did get rid of a lot of furniture. As you guys can see, I bought a lot of new stuff. Like, but other than that, you guys, like, that's basically it. My name is Owami Hlongwane, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.